So welcome Habibi with another reaction with a toxic couple. Like usual, with your suggestion, we do another reaction, and this time we change it all the direction we to Japan. So so Miss Love suggested to me this one. It's called the Babymetal. They are a group, Japanese group. They are famous in Japan. Basically, I don't know nothing about them. This is the first time I'm saying it from beginning. This is the first time I ever heard of this band. So I don't know nothing about it. I didn't want to do a reaction of their songs because I know nothing about them, so I wanted to do the guide to be respectful to the group and to the fan, to not say maybe some words that can upset them and me being ignorant. I didn't want to do that. So first we do the guide and then we go to the songs to be respectful for everyone. Let's go, guys. But before we go, give me feedback about the design here. And as you can see, guys, the feedback is around here. Be simple. It's a nice t-shirt. You can give it as a gift. It's not expensive also. And if you want to show us support, it's in the link below. Buy me a coffee. And let's dive in, guys.
This is my first time making a video like this, so I hope it goes well and is entertaining and educational. Lol. This is a mildly unhelpful, but also hopefully mildly helpful guide to
Babymetal,
a J-pop metal fusion band formed in 2010 by Japanese company Amuse. Speaking of Amuse, they are notoriously quick with copyright claims, so I tried to keep everything concise enough to make it past them. Please cross your fingers they don't decide to claim.
Yeah, when it comes to the copyright things, it's really hard because when you give me songs, it's all of them copyright. So I need to mute them or trim it, so it's becoming too much hard. You understand? So I hope it's gonna pass this one with no copyright.
This for literal seconds of songs. One thing I do need to say first, because it bothers me to no end, Babymetal is one singular word. There is not a space in it. There has never been a space in it. I know it can be kind of confusing, since it's usually stylized with baby on top and metal below, but it really is one word. Anyway. That's enough for the intro. Ladies, non-binary folk, etc. Without further ado, let's get into it. Firstly, before we get straight into Babymetal, we need to get into their origins. The group started as a club, or subunit, of the J-pop group Sakura Gakuin, which has the school concept, and is meant to educate girls, to prepare them for the entertainment industry. The youngest in the group are 10, and once they reach 15, they graduate and move on to whatever they choose. Many go into acting or continue singing. There is even one.
So basically, from a young age, they was training them to go as I don't know how as a group, as an entertainer. Yeah, from a young age, so they already know the direction of their.
Whatever they choose. Many go into acting or continue singing. There is even one graduate who does voice acting for Love Live. Side note, why does this robot man say Gakuin better than pretty much every non-Japanese person? Wow, a Japanese speaking icon. Although, it is really said like.
Thank you.
He did his best though. Okay, moving on. Because Sakura Gakuin is meant to be an idol school, there are various different clubs, or subunits, that members participate in. Babymetal was formed as the metal club, and they originally debuted as a trio with one lead singer, or vocal and dance, as well as two sides, classified as scream and dance. The members are lead Metal, and sides Yuimetal, and Moametal. Some of the other units in the group include the cooking club Mini Patty, who released the absolute banger Achati Curry, and the Baton club Twinkle Stars, which both Yui and Moa were also a part of during their time in the group. Sue however was only ever in the metal club, probably because, as the lead vocalist, she had the most parts. Now for some specifics. Babymetal is the originator.
Is here they are 15 years old because they really look really young, or I don't understand. The only leader, I think the taller one, she's maybe older than them. It's obvious. But how old are they? Because they look 14, 15 years old.
Of a metal subgenre referred to as kawaii metal, or cute metal, as it meshes the girl's J-pop background with a dark metal sound. Their producer, Babymetal, formed the group as he had wanted to experiment with combining these two different genres together. He chose each of the original three specifically. Sue was chosen for her strong vocals and powerful stage presence. Yui and Moa for their twin-like appearance, short statures, compatible voices, and unparalleled cute energy. Babymetal debuted at Sakura Gakuin's first show on November 28, 2010 with their song Doki Doki Morning. They continued to perform only at SG shows for a few years, before announcing their first concert series in 2012, which would mark the first time they performed with their live band as well. This band is known as the Kami Band. They have a few musicians who switch out, but generally have had the same set, play with them, since 2012. And no, these aren't the only musicians who have played, or currently play with them, but these guys have done a huge bulk of Babymetal's shows over the years, so
Look, I am not a fan of this genre. Like in general, I'm not a fan of the metal and rock. In general, I'm not a fan of it. I'm saying it honestly. This is my opinion. I'm not a fan. But I cannot take the conclusion before I listen to them.
I'm highlighting them. There are a few others sure, but these are the guys you will see the most. Also, it is important to note that Babymetal was created so as to give girls and young women a group to look to for inspiration and relatable songs. The group is meant for women, so if any old metal dude tries to gatekeep the fandom because you're a young woman or you don't like metal, please remind them of this fact.
ですね、やっぱりベビーメタルの歌詞は結構私たちとか女の子が共感できる歌詞がたくさん込められていて、だから私たちも歌っていてすごく歌いやすいし、あとはそういう意味でもメタルとかを知らない女の子とかにもたくさん聴いてもらえるんじゃないかなって思ってます。
The group really was meant as just a subunit in SG, but ended up continuing on despite the graduation concept as Babymetal's popularity and committed fan base gave Muse a reason to keep the group together, even as each of the girls graduated from Sakura Gakuin. So, even though Sue graduated 2 years before the others, she stayed in the club, as did Moa and Yui once they graduated as well. Babymetal performed as this trio for 7 years, but everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Wait, no, not that. Everything did change, but we'll get to that. First, let's get to know the original three, the Holy Trinity, if you will. Sumetal, or Nakamoto Suzuka, was born on the 20th of December 1997. She is an absurdly talented and stable vocalist who literally never flubs singing live. We stan a queen. She started her career young, doing modeling and singing. She also went to an acting school in her native Hiroshima. In 2007, she signed with a Muse, and originally debuted in a J-pop group called Karen Girls in 2008.
You know what the nice things about when you know your path is really nice. When you trust, when you draw your path, what you want to be in the future. Like it's when you draw that path and you know what you want to be in the future, make everything else look so much easy for you. You just need.
The group only lasted about a year as it was formed to sing songs for an anime. During her pre-SG days, she also formed a duo with her older sister Himeka, who is a former member of J-pop group Nagizaka 46. She ended up being chosen for Sakura Gakuin and eventually Babymetal because, despite being tiny at the time, she caught producer Babymetal's eye due to her strong presence and vocals. Now for some bits about lovely Queen Sue. She has the most lethal death glare of all time. She is the tallest, but still very small, standing at about 5'1".
It's great to meet you. You guys are awesome.
Let's make chocolate, okay? See you soon!
She is always very professional, and is an interview champ.
明日にライブを控えているのですごく楽しみだし、またここに戻ってこれてすごく今幸せです。I was really nervous, but after a few songs, the audience is the hands in air and they're screaming, and yeah, I have a really great time. It's really good. We are very honored. At first, we are very nervous, but after a few songs, the audience react to our singing and dancing. They are doing the folk sign and singing along. It was great.
Her stage presence is truly something to behold. Watching her at any point is a treat. They have been singing some of their songs for nearly a decade, but you would never guess that watching Sue. She puts her all into every performance, and is just amazing to watch. She is seriously one of those singers who sounds much better live every time. Her voice has matured a lot as well, and she has been able to portray more emotion with her voice. She has been sounding better and better recently, and I'm immensely proud.
Is this also rock singing like this? I thought they sing only like I didn't know that.
Tell me why you know it's the truth.
Here is a small voice comparison. She has a drastic on-off switch. In other words, she is the cutest queen, but she also eats men's souls for breakfast.
Amazing. Come. Definitely come.
Just get quick.
Also, she has been crucified on 3 separate occasions. Is this important? Probably not. But I felt the overwhelming need to put it in anyway. So here you go. Anyway, Sumetal is a queen deserving of all the love and respect in the world. Next up, Yuimetal, or Mizuno Yui, was born on the 20th of June 1999. You may hear her referred to as
1999.
She is known to be the best dancer of the group,
She
and
looks
is
so
referred
young.
to as the Angel of Dance. If you're looking to learn Babymetal dances, you should definitely watch Yuimetal. Not only is she the best dancer, she is always very precise and accurate with the choreographers. She actually decided to be an idol after watching Karen Girls. Yes, the same group Sue started in. Yui literally saw Sue years before they would be in the same group together, and decided she wanted to be like her. That is so cute, I'm going to cry. Also, Yui and Moa danced to a Karen Girls song for their entry exam into Sakura Gakuin. They also later performed the same song together
Yeah.
with Sue at a Babymetal
Are they twins? I think they are twins. They look like.
concert. We love a full circle. She is small and cute and very much aware of both of these facts. Yui also looks like Squirtle, and has precious chubby cheeks. She is the most shy, and speaks only occasionally, i.e. when spoken to, in interviews. When she does speak, she is concise and factual.
And we challenge English. You are going to love it. 私たちベビーメタルにはキツネ様という神様が
Who is your favorite singer?
アリアナ・グランデ Yes, of course. I love the UK.
Her main contribution to interviews is Justy Woo. Sue does most of the talking, Moa chimes in when needed, and Yui just says a woo. Despite her quiet nature, she has monstrous stage presence, and is always killing it in live performances. Her nickname is Yuibot, both because of her precision whilst doing choreography, as well as her lag.
I think this is hard rock, right? Metal is hard rock, right? It's too much hard. I don't know about reacting to the video of them singing. The older she looked like when I heard her, she have a pretty voice, but when she started yelling, I don't think I'm there. But in all cases, we need to check them before taking any conclusion. We need to check how they sing in the concert and see how they perform. Then you're gonna have a better conclusion out of them.
Which is in reference to her tendency to fall asleep in interviews as well as her slow reactions to things going on around her. If you really want her to talk, just ask her about tomatoes, which are her favorite food.
It says that your favorite food is tomatoes.
True.
And tomatoes, do you like eating tomatoes like just chomping into them like eating an apple, or do you just like tomatoes on things?
あ、それかじって生で。
Yeah, eating it just like that?
姉ちゃんめっちゃ食べるの上手なんですよ、生の。
What a cutie. Finally, Moametal, or Kikuchi Moa. She was born on the 4th of July 1999.
Yeah.
American Independence Who. I only know Moametal. She is an absolute angel in every possible way, and puts out an obscene amount of love towards literally everyone, but mostly Sue. Her favorite pastimes include staring at Sue, making Sue laugh, smiling at Sue, and so on. She is often referred to as best metal, because she is a force on stage. She eats a lot and literally never shuts up about food. If there is an interview going on, Moa will, without fail, bring up food in some way.
はい、アメリカのまず最初に楽しみなのはアメリカの食べ物です。ミルク、ホワイト。
Or do you just binge on pizza the whole time?
Despite her love of food, she is the smallest small. She claims she isn't small, but she is in fact, very small indeed. She is literally like 4'10", but in true short person form, she insists that she is not small. But she is.
テニス部に入りたいなと思ってます。
なんで？
ちっちゃい頃、小2から小4かな。
ちっちゃい頃？今もちっちゃいの？
ちっちゃくないですよ。
そうや。
4'10" you are small.
ちっちゃくないです。
ごめんごめん。
Despite smallness, she is crazily buff. Like. Her biceps are huge. Buff Moa, 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 Buff. She also has dimples, and the cutest smile. She is a very loving and emotional person. She cries a lot, and always speaks of her friends and bandmates with the utmost love and respect. While Yui may be the best dancer, Moa is definitely the best at crowd interaction. She is a very entertaining performer who is always playing off the energy of the crowd. If you want someone in Babymetal to acknowledge your existence, especially if you're a girl, get in front of Moa. She is known for eye contact with younger women in the crowds. She loves to have fun too, and she engages in copious amounts of on-stage antics. What a sweet bub. Black Babymetal, a subunit of sorts consisting of Yui and Moa, whereas Su had solo songs on their first 2 albums. Yui and Moa had Black Babymetal songs together. Name a more iconic duo. I'll wait. They have arguably the most metal song in their discography, IEC's Anger, the jam to end all jams. They have an adorable friendship and their songs are all really fun and catchy. And because they are the same age, and were very small for the bulk of their time in SG, they were always paired up together. So yeah, Black Babymetal is great, and have some amazing performances. Also this is irrelevant, but I was lucky enough to hear a Black Babymetal song live at my first show. It's a shame they don't perform their songs anymore, but more on that later. Now for some lore. Babymetal have a lot of mystic stuff surrounding them. Why?
The fox.
Well honestly Sokoba can keep info from fan.
So guys, I'm gonna stop here. If you want me to do the second part, I will happy to finish it, but if I don't receive any suggestion in the comment or people doesn't engage with this video like it is, I'm gonna stop it just here. But anyway, I'm gonna publish it. Thank you guys for sticking up with us, and see you for another reaction, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see the second part of this one. Peace.